All right, you guys, I am psyched. I've got my good friend Leslie Platner, homeopath, certified matrix energetics practitioner. She works with me in our daily healing group, Atomic Success Secrets. And today's podcast is all about what blocks you from doing and being what you want to do and be in life. And it's for runners, it's for active people, it's for anybody that really wants to get something done. And we have a process that's very simple. I'm going to give you a link in a little bit that maps it out so you can have it, and I'll give you a video about it as well. But I want to talk to Leslie about this because we've seen some miracles in physical conditions, getting people back from physical pains and aches and getting them back to hiking after knee injuries that weren't letting them hike, ankle injuries that weren't letting them walk the way they wanted to walk, all sorts of conditions of all sorts, using a process that's, I guess you could call it a spiritual practice. But Leslie, tell me what, we were talking ahead of time, and great to see you. Tell me a little bit about this thing. It's been called peace process, surrender, letting go. It's in the Bible. It's in the teachings of Buddha. It's in every spiritual tradition that that I find useful. It's in my wisdom healing Qigong. Talk to me about this this idea that how the mental, emotional, spiritual stuff can affect the physical, and these blocks to doing and being who you're here to do and be.
All right. So my whole introduction into energy healing was in something called life force healing many years ago. And I realized that everything is related to the body. Any negative emotion, any negative thought or positive, any injury, anywhere that you feel stuck or blocked or unable to do what you want to do, it's all related somehow with the body. And it's kind of amazing that way. So if you let yourself, and I think this is where people talk about mindfulness, if you let yourself be aware of what you're actually feeling in your body, which most of us don't do. Most of us distract ourselves as much as we can from anything we don't enjoy feeling, whether it's emotional or physical. But if you have a goal, or if you feel blocked, or if you have an injury or an illness, if you allow yourself to just notice what you notice in the body, the sensations, not the whole story around it, but the sensations in the body, there's like a magic key that your own self knows how to unlock so that your energy can be open and flowing, and you can have new ideas, new emotions, healing, better feeling in the body, more flexibility. It really is magical. So whether you call it peace process or whatever you call it, the body is the key. It's just kind of amazing.
It really is. That's a perfect example. That's going to be perfect as a description of what this is. And I'm going to leave links for this process. And it's part of what we do every day in our group. And I was talking to Leslie ahead of time. It's like, it's as much for you and me, like me and Leslie, our own spiritual practice to clear this stuff. That's pretty perfect. I mean, I got, we have all sorts of stories. I have one that seems like such a physical thing. Somebody that had a knee pain that they were even talking about surgery for this person that had knee pain. And she came to see me for her knee and her shoulder. And but there was also some mental, emotional trauma, angst in there. I won't go into the details, but life stuff going on at work and home situation and everything else. And we didn't go try to talk therapy it. We're not psychologists. We didn't try to help somebody try to understand what the problem was or fix it in any way. But with the process that Leslie just described, I had the person go into the body and feel the sensation, which sounds funny, about what got stirred up when she thought about these problems. And as that cleared, within that hour, we retested the knee and she was walking without pain. And over the course of a few weeks and a few months of doing this for a few different areas that were causing a lot of inner struggle, her knee healed and she was able to hike 10 miles. It was totally gone, and left a great success story. I'll even find that and put it in the comments. So
You know, the other thing, Ralph, that I really love about this process is sometimes things don't shift right away. And maybe we're meant to experience them, I don't know. But there's a way that we can feel happy and open and energetic and at peace, even if nothing shifts in our life. And I find that miraculous too, that through this process, you know, like maybe a work situation will change. Maybe you end up having to leave the job or, you know, but there's a way to clear our fear and our resistance to our life so that we can feel really happy in whatever situation we're in. And you know, sometimes I think there's something bigger at work that at play in our lives, that maybe we're meant to learn something or um, develop a skill. But like I'm thinking of myself in a job that I was in once that it felt like, oh my gosh, this is like prison. But I really practiced just being with whatever I was sensing, wherever resistance I had to it, and whatever angst or anger or frustration or tension. And I found that even though the job didn't change, I could be so happy. People commented on it like, wow,
Oh,
you were so happy. And nothing changed but me. You know, the tension was less, the job was the same.
and it's not like you went and just tried to mentally convince yourself to be happy. Like, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. You did this other process.
Yeah. Yeah. I just felt what I was feeling. And the, you know, I eventually left that job, thank goodness, but the job
Yeah.
was not meant for me. But all that changed was my non-resistance and my ability to feel joyful. And I think that's a real key for life is how can we be happy when we're not happy? And this peace
Uh,
process, uh,
oh,
peace process, it really does help. If you notice the where you're resisting, because that's so much as so often is what causes the symptoms and creates the unhappiness, is this resistance that we just don't let go of.
yeah. I'm going to
Down
get,
the energy, like the energy cannot flow.
you
Like
said
a
it so
river with
well.
a big dam in it.
Yeah,
And yeah,
energy cannot flow. I'm writing these things down because I'm going to post these quotes that you're just coming out because they're really good. Clearing the fear and the resistance to our own life, and how can we be happy even when we're not happy? It's like and I don't think you can like just talk yourself into it. So
no, no, because that's more of the suppression and it creates more negative or uncomfortable feelings in the body. When we try to just stop ourselves from feeling what we're feeling, if we can go in and notice where is the angst or the anger or the frustration or the sadness connected to the body, then instead of resisting it or trying to just look at our phone or drink or whatever we do to get away from it, if we just let our
run or exercise or
yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah, sometimes we're running for a negative reason. So
Yeah.
right, so we might be able to slow down and stop, where for other people they want to get up and get moving. But yeah, I mean it's amazing how it works.
And it's so simple, but it's I find that it's somewhat difficult to keep doing it because maybe because it's so simple. Eckhart Tolle says it's because it's so simple, people won't do it. I think maybe it's because you touched on it. Nobody wants to feel that pain. You know,
Mhm.
it's like
Yeah.
yeah, but if you can feel it and let it be felt completely through, then you can be different. Like you said, to be happy
Yeah.
even when there's nothing,
Yeah, or like if you're talking about a person who exercises and exercises to keep away from the whatever they don't want to feel. We all have things we do to keep away. So if you're going to allow yourself to become aware of where it's held in the body, and then it will bring up some ideas and thoughts and memories and things that maybe we don't want to feel. So sometimes our mind tries to distract us and we can't stay with it, but it's so interesting how you don't have to go into all the details of the emotions. You notice them and then you go back to the body. And you
Yeah,
just,
if it's like if it's really up for you, if it's a certain situation that's current and really affecting you, keeping you up at 3 a.m. in the morning or first thing you think about, you don't have to go very deep to find it. And then the key is to go in and feel it
yeah, yeah.
without the story. Well, I put
What,
a
yeah.
link to a description about this, and I'm going to get the transcript of our talk and organize it a bit for this because that is the key, and yet it can be so mysterious and elusive because it's hard to grasp. Like, what are you talking about? You just got to feel it. Um, so I'm going to put some links in there where you can walk through with us, and Leslie and I could do this right now, but I'll put the links, and there's opportunities to do this with us. Put all sorts of links so you can see where you can either watch a video and do it yourself, or read how to do this again and do this process, or join us in our group, or one-on-one. LesliePlatner.com and RalphHavens.com. We can guide you to how to do this process. It's one thing that we do. It's not everything we do. It is a big part of it.
You know, there's a simple one, like my granddaughter, when she was about maybe 6, I was first learning this healing practice, and she stubbed her toe really bad. Like it was a terrible stubbed toe. And I helped her to just be with the pain and not try to resist the pain, like to just keep your body relaxed and go into the pain instead of trying to get away from it like we usually do. And she got through it so quickly, and she's like, oh, now I'm seeing rainbows and it doesn't hurt anymore. It was
That's
very,
so cool.
it's very
Yeah.
practical. Like you can, if you fall and you twist your ankle really bad and you sit with the pain, it can heal so much more quickly.
Yeah. And it's how one of my little boys had a big fear of swimming, and it was a rightful fear. I mean, almost drowned a couple times for real in his past, but didn't want to do the swimming lessons and was it was a tough thing. But he did this process and felt in his body when he was thinking of, we were literally driving to the swim lesson, and so he felt a lot of inner angst, and he felt it, and then he didn't feel it. Then it was gone. And I asked him, like, well, when you think of swimming, we're about to get to the swimming pool. How does it feel? And he's like, I don't feel anything. And he went and he had the best swim day ever. And he put his head under the water for the first time. And he came back saying, I love the peace process. And now he can swim. And so we couldn't talk him out of that because it was a very, understandable fear of swimming. He almost died a couple times, literally. And so you can't talk somebody out of that. You could try to willpower yourself through it, but this is so much faster.
Yeah, it would be great to teach kids this from the time they're young.
Yeah.
To feel your feelings, whatever they might be, if they're mental, emotional, physical, how is it related to your body? Because it can release so quickly. And people say, like, well, does this cause permanent healing? Like especially for emotional stuff that's traumatic. And to me, it's more like you learn how to ride the wave. So you're not so afraid of it. Like maybe you have a whole history of being anxious, and you might notice, okay, here it comes again. Like here's this wave again. And instead of fighting it, if you just be with it, where is that anxiety, and is your heart racing? Like what's happening? It can come and then go. It can come like a wave and then go down again until
Done.
finally you get used to being with it. You get used to it, and then it's like, oh, I know how to ride that wave. And it's not
Oh, I love it.
not such a big deal.
That's a perfect example. Well, I'm going to go grab the video about it, and the blog post is already in the Facebook. I'll make sure it's on YouTube and Spotify. Um, yeah, this is such a powerful process, and it is in, like I said, the teachings of Buddha, Jesus. It's in Eckhart Tolle's work. It's the core of Eckhart Tolle's work. It's in Michael A. Singer's work. It's in David R. Hawkins' work. It's
Mhm.
in our Qigong master's work. It's
Yeah, and I saw it in yoga, like in Patanjali. It's universal.
It's universal, and it kind of seems to be almost hidden in plain sight. Like I was saying a chant for years, 20 years, a Qigong chant before I did my Qigong, my movement therapy, my Qigong. And after I learned this process, I realized two lines in that chant were this exact process.
Mhm.
Stay out of your thoughts, stay in your body. And
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, that is interesting.
So I'm going to put links because Leslie and I, we do more than this, but this is a significant part of the work. And a cool part of this is it empowers you to take control of your own stuff and not to have to like think about it, talk about it, understand it, but just directly go, let it be done. Let it be experienced and then be done. It's kind of like a dog that gets attacked and then it's done being attacked and it just shivers and shakes and shakes and shakes and then it's done. And then it doesn't have to relive that thing again. So instead of holding on to the trauma. So I'll put links.
Getting it out of the nervous system. Yeah.
Yeah. And reach out to us. We have a group called Atomic Success Secrets that we do this process every day, 5 days a week with people from around the world. And so there's a way to do just this. And you can also talk to Leslie. She'll do a free consult. I'll do a free consult. The idea is to find out, where are you stuck? What's the root cause of whatever's going on, whether you're a runner with a physical problem that's not letting you run, or some health or life challenge that's not letting you live the way you want to live. What we do, our job is to find where that is and then empower you to go clear it. And then you can get on and doing what you're here to do. So reach out to Leslie, leslieplatner.com, and me, ralphhavens.com. And I'll put the links for everything below. And Leslie, I know you got to run, you got a client.
Yeah,
Anything
I have a
else you
client.
want to say?
Oh, just thank you. I love working with you. I love the Atomic Success Secrets, and I'm so glad we are here
I so
doing.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I haven't checked the comments or anything yet. I'm gonna go put this everywhere and reach out to us if you need any help.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Talk to
Bye.
you later. And I'll go ahead and sign off because I know you gotta go.
All righty.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Leslie. Thank you.